Guys, if you're not a wash of sweat and blowing sweat off your nose by 7 a.m. before the sun's fully up, what are you really doing for fun? So if you're thinking about a new chainsaw, or you just want a new chainsaw, sawsuppliers.com has some of the best prices around, and if you use Willie10, which is down in the description down below for this video, you'll get 10% off Echo, Husky, or Steel saws with free shipping. I'll tell you right now, that's a great deal. We use the Echo 620 every day, just about. That's Gramp's favorite saw. right, guys, we're at the new lot. Let's take a walk from the house out into the new lot and see just how far we've made it already, and see if this gives you an idea of how big the new woodyard's gonna be. So my truck is all the way up there. That's a little bit into the woodyard, but not much. About half is cleared, and about maybe a fifth to a quarter of it is graveled. The gentleman doing the earthwork is having truck issues. He's got one in the garage and one with a flat tire right now. That seems to be common with anybody that rides and drives trucks. You guys know trucks are money hungry. So it's gonna be a little parking area right here off to the side. I don't think we'll have to put a gate. This is past my house, so they'd have to drive in, but this is opening up on this side. So standing here at the mouth of the woodyard, we go that way about 80 feet, back 200. We'll take a walk up around the corner so that you can see what he's working on. He's trying to clear the other boundary line of the woodlot, and then he's going to swing everything out and around. On the side here, you'll see I've got a bunch of stuff cut. It's so thick the trees don't fall. I cut them, lean them. He'll pull them out, do what he needs to do with them. Got some hardwood piled up in behind the fabric. We'll straighten this fabric out before they put gravel down, but the truck's broke down. Not a big issue right now. So this geotextile fabric, let's talk about it for a minute. The ground that we're on is very, very soft. So geotextile fabric is the equivalent of adding about a foot more gravel to the pad here, and it will keep the mud from pushing up through the gravel in the spring. So should help to make it a lot better for the trucks. Let me spin you back around and I'll show you as we turn the corner at the far end of the lot. So we go all the way down there. Let's take a walk. We'll turn the corner at the boundary line and we'll look down through. The gentleman doing the clearing, Mr. Ed, he got here quite a bit earlier than I was expecting, but Gramp worked me pretty hard, as you guys saw in the video earlier. So it's been a busy, busy morning already. I've got a couple tanks of gas through the saw here. We've got 3 tanks of gas roughly through the saw at the old woodyard, stacking firewood. And I'm gonna put you at the property line up here. This is my woodlot boundary line. We marked it. And I'm gonna look you down through and see if you can see. So he's probably close to 100 feet back there, working his way towards the front. We're putting all the brush on the outside edge. I can dig it back out with an excavator later on and burn it, or poke a hole if I need to get a road through. But right now, main focus is clear it and get it out of here. So you can see it's very sandy. There's no rock, none, no rock at all in this. Would make good loam. If you got a loam screen, that top layer that he's peeling off's got a bunch of organic material in it, but that's not what we're after. So you can see he's just pushing that stuff out into the edge, and we'll leave it there. It'll rot and decay, and we're gonna do more clearing eventually, I'm sure, because areas are never big enough. He's working on a pretty good sized stump over there. Not a big excavator, but this isn't real big ditching and stumping work, so plenty of machine for what we're doing here. You can see, I'll see if I can zoom you in so you can see. There's paint marks down there. I think you can almost see the paint marks. That's where we're going. We're headed towards that paint mark. So those fir really weak trees, snap the top off, swing it over, then he'll go back, he'll pull the stump section out. use it like a lever, pull it down, twist and pull. There goes the stump. That'll help to weight the brush down on the top that he just put there, hold everything in place. So we're back from the wood yard. I forgot to show you guys what Gramp and I cut this morning. So let me spin you around and show you that. We got a little over 2 cords probably. So there's a row. This end's about 6 feet. The other end's about 5 feet. And that's about 60 feet long, roughly 50 to 60 feet long. This long wood makes for long rows fast. Gramp ran out of gas on that one right there, and he said that was enough. So he'll be back in the morning. We'll do some more, but I think Kevin and I are going to try to make this go away and get this out of here today. So I'm going to move the splitter and stuff around. We'll get that out of there. We'll come back in the morning. We'll do some more sawing with Gramp, and we'll go check on the wood yard again. But we got plenty of stuff here to keep Gramp busy for a while, that's for sure. So we're going to take Little Red and the dump trailer. We're going to go get ready to process some firewood. Remember guys, a little bit every day goes a long way. I won't miss those trucks in a couple of weeks. Help someone if you can, and we'll see you guys on the next one.